Why has modern dating become more complicated the more connected we get? It's not your imagination. It's the modern dating challenges no one's warning you about. Dating apps promised love on demand. Instead, they've delivered endless frustration, anxiety, and emotional fatigue. Modern dating challenges aren't just emotional games. They're a crisis affecting connection, mental health, and long-term happiness. Welcome to StoicCraft, where ancient wisdom helps you survive modern relationships. Today, we'll unpack the real causes behind modern dating challenges and how to navigate them with clarity and self-respect. Today, let's explore the Stoics' guide to modern dating with 4 fundamental lessons. We will delve into the depths of the human heart, learn to manage our emotions, set healthy boundaries, and discover the power of inner strength and resilience. Remember, finding love is a journey, not a destination, and with the right tools and a steadfast heart, we can all find happiness regardless of the twists and turns of fate. Lesson 1. Certain things are not under your control. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies a powerful concept, the dichotomy of control. This concept is taught by Epictetus in his famous book, The Manual. The concept of dichotomy of control urges us to distinguish between what lies within our realm of control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, and what does not, such as others' behaviors or the outcomes of our dates in the context of dating. This means recognizing that our own thoughts, actions, and reactions are within our control, while external events like another person's behavior or the outcome of a date are not reflect on a recent dating experience. Identify what elements you could influence and recognize those you could not. How did your response to these uncontrollable elements shape your experience? Stoic philosophy says, do not worry about a situation or an outcome that is not under your control. Rather, focus your energy on the things that lie under your control and give your best in those. Let's understand this with an example. Let's say you have a date planned. Think about what you can control, choosing the place, what time you meet, what you talk about, and how you act. These are things you can decide and influence. Now there are things you can't control. Maybe your date is late, they're not in a great mood, or the conversation isn't flowing perfectly. Stoicism tells you not to worry about these things because they're out of our hands. If your date is late, instead of getting upset, use that time to relax and prepare yourself for the meeting. This is practicing patience, a key part of Stoicism. The main idea is to focus on what you can do, be yourself, be engaged in the conversation, and don't stress about how your date is going or what your date thinks of you. If things don't go as planned, that's okay. Learn from the experience and move on. In short, in dating and life, worry less about what you can't change and more about what you can. This way, you stay calm and make the best of every situation. Worrying is only going to make things even worse. Marcus Aurelius suggested that our turmoil often stems not from events themselves, but from our judgments about them. This seemingly simple distinction holds tremendous power. Embracing this Stoic insight fosters profound self-awareness. By focusing on our energy on what we can control, we let go of attachment to external outcomes. This empowers us to navigate dating with greater clarity and less emotional turbulence. It empowers us to scrutinize our emotional responses, trace them to their cognitive roots, and realign them with Stoic virtues. We learn to challenge destructive thoughts, reframe our perspectives positively, and respond in ways that resonate with our core values. Another practical application of the dichotomy of control is emotional management. Consider an unpleasant situation where your date gets unexpectedly canceled. Initially, you might feel upset or frustrated, however, recognizing that the cancellation is outside your control, but your reaction to it is within your control. You focus on managing your feelings instead of dwelling on the disappointment. You shift your perspective, reminding yourself that such events are part of life. This shift helps you calm down and look at the situation more positively, demonstrating how controlling your response rather than the uncontrollable event effectively manages your emotions. Our emotions play a significant role in our dating lives, but often our emotions are influenced by our interpretations of events rather than the events themselves. The Stoic philosophy says, observe your emotions rather than flowing with them uncontrollably. But how can you learn to observe your emotions? By practicing these simple steps. We can learn to observe our emotions without judgment and identify the underlying thoughts that trigger them. Pause and reflect. When you feel a strong emotion, take a moment to pause. Don't react immediately. Identify the emotion. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Is it anger, sadness, joy, or frustration? Naming the emotion helps in recognizing it. Understand the trigger. Think about what just happened that might have triggered this emotion. Was it something someone said, an event, or a memory? Non-judgmental observation. Observe your emotion without judging it as good or bad. Accept that it's natural to feel this way. Reflect on your response. Consider how you usually react when you feel this emotion, and if there's a healthier way to respond. This self-awareness allows us to take control of our reactions. We can choose to challenge negative thoughts, reframe situations in a more positive light, and ultimately respond to dating experiences in a way that aligns with our values and goals. Another Stoic practice to manage your emotions is negative visualization. This involves imagining potential rejections and disappointments before they occur. While this may seem counterintuitive, it actually serves to prepare us for the possibility of negative outcomes and reduce the emotional impact if they do occur before going on a date. If you visualize the possibility that the date might not go as well as you hope, you would respond positively. This mental exercise helps prepare you emotionally for any outcome, reducing the impact if things don't go as planned. Never put your energy on the things that are beyond your control. This allows us to approach dating with greater resilience and a sense of inner strength. Lesson 2. Always set healthy boundaries. Now, let's shift our focus to another crucial aspect of healthy dating: setting boundaries. Stoic philosophy offers profound insights into establishing healthy boundaries. Just as we need physical boundaries to protect our personal space, we also need emotional and psychological boundaries to safeguard our well-being and relationships. As Alius emphasized the importance of understanding what is within our control. Setting boundaries requires a deep self-awareness of our needs, values, and limitations. This includes setting limits on what we are willing to accept and how we wish to be treated. It involves clear communication, but more importantly, it requires the fortitude to maintain these boundaries, even in the face of adversity. Reflect on your past interactions. Were there instances where you relinquished your control, allowing others to dictate your emotions or actions? If yes, tell yourself, you'll never allow anyone to dictate you ever again. By expressing ourselves clearly and respectfully, we create a foundation for healthy and fulfilling relationships. But what happens when things don't go as planned? What if someone attempts to break those boundaries in today's world? Ghosting or online dating fatigue has become quite common. So when faced with challenges such as above, the Stoic concept of amor fati comes into play. Amor fati means love of fate. It encourages us to accept the inevitable ups and downs of life, including those within our relationships. This doesn't mean passively accepting mistreatment or disrespect. Instead, it means acknowledging that things will not always be smooth sailing and choosing to respond with wisdom and grace rather than anger or resentment. Amor fati suggests accepting the event, but not giving the person another chance who breaches the boundary. Amor fati is not about passive acceptance, but a radical embrace of all life's experiences. As Epicus advised in the manual, it's not what happens to us that matters, but how we respond to it. When we accept the inevitable ease and flows of relationships with grace and resilience, we remain true to our Stoic principles. For example, you match with someone online and make plans to meet up, but on the day of your date, they cancel at the last minute or don't show up. A common occurrence referred to as ghosting. Instead of getting frustrated, you embrace this as part of life's unfolding. You accept that you cannot control others' actions, only your own reactions. You acknowledge your feelings without judgment, process them in a healthy way, and focus on personal growth over diminishing your self-worth. All you can do is never give them another chance to go on a date with you ever again. That too with resilience and grace. You understand challenges like these to be inevitable parts of dating that contribute to wisdom rather than reasons to close. You're yourself off from new connections or become resentful towards dating. Every experience, positive or negative, is necessary in love's journey. By practicing amor fati, we cultivate resilience and emotional strength, allowing us to navigate the inevitable bumps in the road without losing sight of our goals and values. Remember, self-respect is paramount. We deserve to be treated with kindness and consideration. Never settle for anything less than a relationship that fulfills your needs and respects your boundaries. If you find yourself in a situation that compromises your well-being, remember that you have the power to walk away. By prioritizing self-respect and setting healthy boundaries, we create a space for healthy and fulfilling relationships to blossom. Remember, true love cherishes and respects you for who you are. Lesson 3. Cultivate inner strength and resilience. As we navigate the dating landscape, we inevitably encounter challenges, heartaches, and setbacks. This is where the Stoic virtue of fortitude comes into play. Fortitude is not just about physical strength, it's about the mental and emotional strength to face adversity with courage, grace, and unwavering spirit. Developing fortitude involves actively working on our mental and emotional resilience. It means facing our fears, learning from our mistakes, and refusing to let setbacks define us. It's about choosing to grow and learn from every experience, even the difficult ones. Consider a scenario: you've been dating someone for a few months, but unexpectedly they decide to end the relationship. What would you do? The Stoic virtue of fortitude here means not just enduring the heartache, but facing it with emotional resilience. You acknowledge your hurt and disappointment, yet you don't let these feelings define or overwhelm you. Instead of reacting with anger or falling into despair, you accept the situation with a calm demeanor, understanding that such experience is a part of life. This approach reflects mental strength and an unwavering spirit, demonstrating the ability to move forward with grace and optimism, even in the face of personal emotional challenges. By cultivating fortitude, we become empowered to overcome obstacles and bounce back from disappointments. We become less attached to outcomes and more focused on the journey itself. This allows us to approach dating with a sense of optimism and hope, even amidst uncertainty. Remember, happiness doesn't solely depend on finding love in a romantic relationship. As Stoics tell us, true fulfillment comes from achieving aidonia, a state of human flourishing. This state is characterized by a sense of purpose, meaning, and connection to something larger than ourselves, while romantic relationships can contribute to aidonia. They are not the sole source of it. Build strong friendships, pursuing our passions, and contributing to our communities are all pathways to achieving this meaningful state of being. So how do you cultivate inner strength and resilience? Building inner strength is a journey, not a destination. We can learn from Stoicism to focus on what we control, like our thoughts and actions, and let go of what we don't like, external events. By practicing mindfulness, reframing challenges, and acting with integrity, we can build resilience and navigate life's ups and downs with grace. Remember, it takes time and practice, so be patient and celebrate your progress. Remember, finding love and achieving happiness are journeys, not destinations. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, we can navigate these journeys with confidence, resilience, and a deep sense of inner strength. So embark on your own exploration, embrace the challenges, and remember, true love and fulfillment await those who dare to seek them with wisdom and courage. Lesson 4. Trust the journey. Another important lesson in the Stoics' Guide to Modern Dating is to remember that this is not a linear path with a guaranteed outcome. Rather, it's a beautiful, messy, and ever-evolving journey, filled with moments of joy, sadness, and everything in between. It's crucial to approach dating with this understanding. Don't get fixated on finding the perfect partner or achieving a specific outcome. Instead, embrace the present moment and focus on the experience of getting to know new people, exploring your own desires and expectations, and discovering what truly brings you joy. Approach dating with an open mind and a willingness to learn and grow. Be curious about others, open to new experiences, and unafraid to make mistakes. Every interaction, whether positive or negative, offers valuable lessons and helps you refine your understanding of yourself and what you seek in a partner. The Stoic believe in a very powerful concept known as the law of providence. What is the law of providence? It is the belief that everything happens for a reason, even if we don't always understand it at the moment. Imagine the universe as a vast tapestry woven with threads of countless events, some joyful, some sorrowful. The Stoics believed that each thread, each experience we encounter, is part of a grand design woven together by a divine force called providence. This providence isn't a judgmental deity, but rather a guiding principle, an inherent order within the universe. While we may not always understand the immediate purpose of our experiences, the Stoics believed we can trust that they are ultimately leading us towards our individual growth and fulfillment, like individual threads contributing to the beauty of the tapestry. Even seemingly negative experiences can play a role in shaping our character and resilience. Whenever faced with difficulties in a relationship, instead of clinging to the belief that things should be different, Stoics encouraged accepting. What is this doesn't mean passively accepting every circumstance, but rather acknowledging that we can control our own responses and choose how we interpret our experiences by trusting in providence and focusing on what we can control. We can find peace amidst life's uncertainties. Remember, this is a journey of faith, not blind acceptance. Doubts and anxieties may arise, and it's natural to question the meaning of certain events. Trust that the universe is unfolding as it should, and have faith that your experiences, both positive and negative, are leading you towards your ultimate destination. Everyone's journey is unique. Don't compare yourself to others or get discouraged by setbacks. Stay true to yourself, your values, and your desires. Trust that love and happiness are within your reach. And never give up on the possibility of finding a connection that nourishes your soul and brings joy to your life. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the Stoic Guide to Modern Dating. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination, so embrace the process, learn from your experiences, and never stop seeking the love that your heart truly desires. Thank you for spending your time with us today. If this journey into the Stoic philosophy has enriched your understanding or aided your personal growth, please consider giving this video a like to assist others in finding these teachings. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more explorations into the profound world of Stoicism. We deeply value your presence in our community and look forward to continuing this enlightening journey together. Until next time, keep walking the path of wisdom.